it's Kellen again, and so today I just wanted to share this video with you to anybody who is looking to lift their hair color a little bit more or add some dimension to it because you're tired of it being same old dull color. Now, I have been using this Revlon highlighting box for 7 years. The first time I used it was really hard and really crazy, but the more you do it, the easier it will get. It is super inexpensive. I think it's only like $10. It used to be $8, but now it's 10, you know, because everything goes up in price, which is really awesome. Getting all these highlights and everything for only $10 as compared to going to the salon. And then if you buy yourself like a really good conditioner to use afterwards, then it's going to be great. Now my hair does look a little bit dry. This is the end result, and I'm filming backwards kind of, but anyways, so keep on watching if you want to know how to do this. Alright, thanks. This is my natural hair, super crazy and poofy. I brushed it out. You want to make sure you brush out your hair really, really good so that way you don't have as many tangles when you're trying to pull your hair through if you've got long hair like mine. Then what you need to do is part your hair wherever you naturally have it the most, okay? Like where you're most comfortable with it. And then lay your hair in such a way that it normally lays if your hair is down, okay? And then I already poked all the holes in my cap, which you can't see, but it's there. And then what I like to do is, I got my hair all laid out, nice and frizzy, and then put your cap on. Okay, now you are going to choke yourself with these things right here until you're all done. Like it sucks. It's crazy and loud in here, and I just like to tie a little bow. Get it, get it. I don't tie my shoes. Okay, now if you are lucky enough to have somebody in your house who has one of these mirrors, this is great because I actually have a mirror right here in front of me. Can you see that? Woo. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the thick side because I want really chunky highlights this time. Well, as chunky as they get with this, I just want that. And what I like to do is I start in the back, because if you start in the back, then the hard part is over. And I turn around like this, and what I start doing is I just hook it through and pull it out. And after you've done this a couple times, you'll start to get really fast. Don't worry about it being super crazy. You can always fix it later. Now, if you don't have one of these mirrors like I do, then you're going to be using a handheld mirror, which is a lot harder, and that's how I had to do it the first time that I ever tried this box. But I've been doing this box for, oh my gosh, probably like 7 years. And I've only gotten my hair actually highlighted by a professional maybe like once in the past 7 years. Anyways, so this is what it looks like when you start pulling your hair through. And if you only have a handheld mirror, then you're going to have to sit your butt on the counter, get really close to the mirror, and you're just going to start pulling them through. Alright, well, I won't bore you with the rest, but you know what to do. This is what it's going to look like. Super crazy. This is the raw, hard footage that nobody shows you because they're too embarrassed. But I pretty much embarrass myself enough in life. So anyways, here we go. You want to get a shirt so that the bleach doesn't touch your skin. Pull out all your hair. Alright, now this is what I like to do. Man, this shirt is small. Okay, so I'm going to collect all the hair that is in the cap, and it's actually not very much once you get it all, okay? And then what I'm going to do is the rest of the hair that's sticking out, I'm going to tie it I'm going to tie it, I think, in front of me so that I have a nice, awesome beard. Do I really want to do that on camera? Things that I do, I don't know. Okay, so just make sure that you get all your hair. You know what? No, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay, I'm going to pull it all to the side and I'm going to tie it off into a little bun. Alright. Wow, this is like crazy. Okay, so then get your mixing bowl, your spatula, developer powder, mix it all together. I'm going to tell you right now that when you apply this, wherever you apply it first, and it's going to sit there the longest, obviously, right? And then also, if your ends, if you've been doing this for a while, come on, be realistic. Nobody has perfect hair except for people with perfect hair. But like my ends are a little drier, so I try not to put the product on my ends until last, because then the ends are going to get more fried, I guess. So I like to start here at the roots and then work my way down, and do it all at once if you can, even if you have to like glob it. Just make sure it's well spread, and let's go. Guys, so we're all done with everything, and actually, so you saw the pictures before, and my hair was a little too brassy, or orange, because I dyed my roots really dark brown, and after doing the highlighting kit, it turned them a little bit orange, and I just wasn't cool with that, so I went and took myself down to Sally's, and I got this Color Charm T18 Wella toner, which is awesome, and I have kind of a lot of hair, so I did 2 bottles of it to, lift out a lot of the orange. So here's the end result. It's a lot ashier than what it was in the pictures before, like you just saw. So anyways, and also I thought I was filming while I was putting all the highlighting stuff in my hair, but I actually forgot to press play. So silly me. But anyways, when you're in the shower and you have your cap on and you're rinsing out everything, like I said before, I think I said this, I'm not sure. Put some conditioner after you rinse out all the, basically bleach. Um, put some conditioner in your hair before you try and take the cap off, and it will make your life 1,000 times easier during this process. And then rinse that out, then do the shampoo, then do the conditioner that they give you, and all that, yada, yada, yada. So I hope that you guys succeed at doing this, and if your hair turns out to be a little bit brassy or orange after you do this because your hair just hasn't been highlighted in forever, then go to Sally's. This stuff is super cheap. It's like $5 or $6. I would suggest doing like a T14 if you are highlighting it for the first time. If your hair is more blonde, I would say and if you want to be ashier, go with a T18. But yeah, so that's basically it. That's my whole video. And also Sally's has a really good, I like to buy their conditioners that come in these little packets, and it's by Ion, I think. And then there's like a color sealer, and then there's like a super moisture one. So anyways, and then I'll do that every time after I do any sort of coloring on my hair, and it just helps. So anyways, you guys, I hope that you do a good job, and post a picture if you can. I don't know if you can do that, or post a comment or question or anything, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.